Welcome to the Business Buyer Diaries. My name is Nathan Platter. I'm a full-time employee, and I bought a business. I did everything right, from finding the deal, handling all the due diligence on 63 opportunities, and ultimately bought a profitable gym. And boy was I in for a big surprise as a new owner. I chronicled everything in real time, including the biggest wins to the stressful nights at 2 a.m. I'm sharing my journey without sugarcoating anything, so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Here's today's episode. Good morning. Happy Friday. So, went to my normal morning guys group, and then after that went to the studio. My interim GM's out of town, so I'm covering some of the shifts that he normally covers, but is just not able to do. So, did that for a few hours, was able to do some prep and admin type work for the studio. We start our challenge tomorrow. It's a combination for current existing members, brand new members, and everyone in between. And so just did a little bit of prep work for that. Something for the day job popped up last night. And so just trying to get a quick solution turned and published so I can gain traction there. For what it's worth in my day job, I've noticed there's some stuff that takes a long time, and there's some stuff that you can do a quick turnaround. And so as long as you're able to identify if this is a quick solution, or if it's going to take like a handful of days or even weeks, and then gauge that out. But if you see something that comes onto your plate, like, oh, I can get this done in a day or 2 days, I can turn it around quickly, and then putting all of your time and energy into that, your bosses will realize, okay, like this guy can get stuff done. He can do it quickly. He knows how to get stuff done when he can. And if there's some stuff that just takes longer, then you document the journey a lot better so that people can see, like, okay, they're making progress. They're doing the work. It's just not done fast enough. And then for things that are a quick turnaround, you just do a quick solution and you don't document as much until you get to the finish line. So that's something that I'm trying to get better at, trying to improve on. So we're good there. Tomorrow's the test him. First time without the normal GM, so we're kind of working with the new person crew, but we'll have someone there who's done a handful of test-ins before, and we're currently at like 23, 25. But people still buy after the challenge starts, so we'll work with that. Hopefully you can tell I'm stress-free. I'm not weighed down by where we're at or where we're going, because we're gonna go there whether I like it or not. I texted the fellow franchisee, asked if they're hanging in, because they're going through a lot of struggle now, and I think they're coming to grips with what some options are. They don't want to close the doors yet, but they realize like there's not a whole lot of options, so they're gonna try to keep the doors open. So hats off to them. Hope they can do that. And then it's kind of funny. A few folks have, like, when I say a few, like three people have messaged me in the past, like, hey, Nathan, heard you own a gym. I would love to own a gym one day too. What's it like owning a gym? Can we talk? And I'll text them back like, yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. How about this day and time? And then I'll never hear from them again. And then one person will respond back and be like, oh yeah, cool. Let's do this date and time. I say, awesome. Let's go. Let's do it. So do one of those today. And doing my best to not bring my own baggage and my own background into it. I want to give them my story without telling them what to do. And that's hard to pull off, because I have baggage. I have burns. I have scars from what this has all been like. And so figuring out how to do that well. Still working the day job and plugging away on things. My purpose for work is to be a fixer, a problem solutioner, to weigh out the pros and cons on what decisions we make, give my recommendation, and then we proceed from there. Whenever I've talked to a doctor, or whenever we bought like a home and had a home inspection, or taken a car to a mechanic, I always want to hear like, all right, what are the possible things we can do? And then to hear, okay, here's the pros, the cons, what does the expert think? And then they can cast their vote on what they think makes sense. Ultimately, it's the decision maker, the buyer, the stakeholder that gets to decide, because they know what their needs are best. As long as you can tell them what the options are, then they can make a good decision, and then include them in the process. And so, yeah, that's where we're at right now. Heading home tonight is family movie night. We're gonna have a great time with the fam. We're gonna enjoy life. It's sunny. It's 50 degrees outside, so it's cold, but we're gonna enjoy life. We're not gonna be sad. We're not going to be weighed down by where we're at right now. and remembering that there are tons of people who would gladly change their situation to my situation. Clean food, clean water, clean air, a vehicle that gets me from here to there, no health problems. We've got a fridge full of food. I've got a job that's paying me by the every 2 weeks. We've got clean clothes. We've got healthy kids. I'm not going to the hospital. I am planning to go deer hunting with some friends in a few months. Like, life is good, man. Like, we've got all these things going in our favor. And we're not going to be grateful because of those things, but those are things to reinforce, yet again, why we should be grateful and that we should be grateful. So I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to have my windows open today. If I'm cold, I'm going to put on a hat. If I'm hot, I'm going to wear a t-shirt. And we're going to enjoy the sunshine and the fresh air because today is a day worth living. And I'm going to live it to the best. And I'm going to make it a day that I wish I could repeat again and again. And that's where I'm at right now. So that's where we're at. That's where we're going. Let's rock and roll. This has been another episode of the Business Buyer Diaries. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I hope you're realizing that business ownership is no cakewalk. Check the podcast notes for a link to the DIY due diligence program, the complete list of show sponsors, and for media inquiries. Music written and composed by Wes Schrock. I'm your host, Nathan Platter. Join me again on the next one.